It's literally a big game. And they play for an axe, that annual contest to see which of these Bay Area schools will reign supreme. And after today, only one will be standing tall like a tree or chopping away at one. And the Golden Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Stanford's offense will have the ball first. The Bears put a whipping on Stanford the last time these two teams met, blowing out the Cardinals.
Blowing them out, creating momentum, creating mojo, getting the bragging rights in this rivalry. That is always something Cal fans look forward to. Giving it to Stanford fans for a whole year, especially when you beat them down.
Yeah, it just seemed for Cal last year like that was personal to them, right? They were so angry heading into that game. They wanted to make an example of their rival, and that's the way it should be every year for both these teams. That's what rivalry games are. It is personal, not just for the players, but for the fans as well.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the...
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Brown wants to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. At some point, the media needs to recognize this is a team on a hot streak. They've put together a nice record, winning 3 straight, now knocking on the door of the top 25.
Yeah, and I think, Reese, the media also realizes what happened early in the season, and they took a few lumps, and they were kind of figuring out who they are. But I feel like the last 3 weeks, Jesse, they're playing as well as anybody in the country, and they know what their identity is.
I agree. I think in college football, year in, year out, teams get better and teams get worse. This is the formula. They all of a sudden are starting to realize and figure out what gives them the best chance to win week in, week out. Guys are playing at a very high level. I don't see that stopping today.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Golden Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off the spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
There's always one thing sure to get the juices flowing for the Cardinal and the sturdy Golden Bears, and that's anything to do with the axe, guys.
Yeah, and the
breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Gives it on the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes him, gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. This rivalry dates back to 1892, a mere 90 years before perhaps the most memorable play in college football history as Cal ran through the band on the field.
And that's a play they'll be talking about for another 250 years, no doubt. It's sort of synonymous with this rivalry between Cal and Stanford, and you never know. You never know any given year there's going to be a play that's just going to jump out at you, David, something you'll hold on to.
And I think one of the cool nuggets about this series, the big game in 1982, the band running on the field, the one y'all referenced, every year whoever has the Axe trophy, they change the score.
Fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I think the QB wants that one back. You're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's James.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's James. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here.
Let's go.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Golden Bears will snap it on first and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Finds us back in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Rush is on him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Creates a little room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And that last carry pays off with a C note, already at 100 yards.
And he's done it with so much balance and so much power and so much speed. He's really shown you that he's a great back in a multitude of ways. And guess what? It's still the first half.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Leaves it with the back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. And it's no good. He missed it. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing his mitts up there, catching the football.
Brown will throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Blackburn. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires left. He's got it. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes the easy one to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a grab, and he ran away from the defense.
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Right down the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, the defense knew coming into this game that this offense was going to try and throw it down the middle of the field, so they knew that they were going to have to break on passes but also be really physical, tackle the catch, and knock the ball away, and they were able to do that there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. This time he's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. He might want another play. He unleashes a long one. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see. Turning it on! All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
Looking downfield on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up a sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this. Trying to fit that one in there.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
That's caught. It's James. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. Third and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous. Making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
And the Golden Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
I mean, what great athletic ability to toe tap the sidelines and keep them in bounds. What a one-yard gain.
The Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Dickey. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Flips it out in the flat.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. Brown wants to pass. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun. Give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun to Give, looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. Hauls it in. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Stanford! And that one will give them the lead.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That is a big man in the middle of this 3-4 defense. Over 300 pounds. Look at him just completely cave in the center, right back into the QB.
And they won't. Action looking to make a big play there. And the Golden Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Running to the left. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's sticky. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Mayaba. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Golden Bears have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense working from the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Black.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Unloads to the right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going with the ground game left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Pulls it in. It's James. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through a tackle. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Golden Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. With jet sweep pass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
A little release to the back. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Cal! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Brown will throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The game is over. Band is not on the field, and it is the sturdy Golden Bears who will come home with the coveted axe after beating Stanford. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.